This is the whiskey butter. What is the crack? Welcome to the channel. This is the Rusty Bartender's Christmas Cocktail Advent Calendar.
This is the night before the dawn, before the day of Christmas.
Today's cocktail is from the Diffords guide. It's one of the most popular drinks on there. Well, one of the most popular Christmas drinks on there. And before we make it, there is a competition going on. Details are in the description below. You can win cocktail books, a signed cocktail book from the Educated Barfly, some other cocktail goodies, shakers, and other stuff. Enter it. It's free to enter anywhere in the world. Now that's done, let's get into this recipe. So this recipe, I guess, it's a variation on an eggnog. I mean, it's got blended Scotch whiskey at its base, a little Fino sherry, a little yellow chartreuse, and Advocaat liqueur. And I guess it really is kind of like an eggnog because this is pretty much like a kind of custard base, you'd say. Advocaat, if you didn't know, is made from cream, vanilla, sugar, eggs, classic eggnog kind of ingredients. I've actually never made a cocktail like this before because the Advocaat is the mixer in this drink. Let's get making it. Let's see what it's like. On another note, this is one of the most popular cocktails on the Diffords guide. So let's give it a go, see what's happening. We're making this one in your shaker. And we're gonna start off with 45 mils of a blended Scotch. I'm using Monkey Shoulder. Decent blended Scotch. Goes great in cocktails. I might have had a few too many cocktails today. Then we're gonna go 30 mils of your Fino sherry. This is gonna give some nice sort of nutty notes to this cocktail. Then you're gonna go 7.5 mils of yellow chartreuse. And this is gonna give you kind of like some light herbally sort of notes going on in here. A little bit of aniseed, but not as strong as the green chartreuse. Give this a little shake before we stick it in. That didn't sound right, did it? Then you're gonna go 22.5 mils of your Advocaat. I've got one of those jiggers that's got the little increments measures inside, so easy for me to measure this out. All right, you want to then add some ice to your shaker. We're gonna shake this for about 10 to 15 seconds. We're then gonna strain this into a coupe glass. If you're a professional, you're gonna be double straining it into your coupe glass. You're gonna double strain that into your coupe glass, but the professional that I am has forgotten his fine strainer at home. So we're just gonna close the gate, as they call it, and hope that no ice shards get in the glass. I can confirm that some ice shards got in the glass. Do you know what? There's no garnish on this one, by the way. What the hell am I talking about? There is a garnish on this one. And the garnish is a floated Barspoon of peated scotch. So of course I'm gonna go with the old Lafroig and just float that on top. It's gonna give this some like immense smoky notes. Lafroig peaty scotch is not for the faint of heart, my friends. Some say it's like cigarette tray. Some people say that. Anyway, let's give it a little sip, see what's going on in this glass. That drink literally punches you in the face. Imagine, if you will, somebody was like, let's make the strongest eggnog possible. This is probably what they would make. You get the big smoke from the Lefroy straight up front. It's like a bonfire. Then surprisingly, you get the creaminess on your tongue, sort of like the eggnog vibes. It's more vanilla than anything. You get a little bit of herbalness from the green chartreuse. What's mad is that blended scotch has, I don't know, I find it's totally disappeared in this drink. Even more matter is once you have a few more sips of it, it doesn't seem to be as strong. It's quite drinkable. I'm guessing it was maybe because that first sip, you literally had the peated scotch up front, and now that that's sort of mixed in with the rest of the drink, it's a little bit more palatable. It's good though. I don't know if I've totally sold you on this drink, but this one is definitely worth a try. I mean, would I make this for myself in the house? Maybe. Maybe not. I think there is better drinks out there. But I mean, if you've got Advocaat in the house, which I know that a lot of you might have a dusty bottle of Advocaat somewhere in the house, in the cupboard somewhere in the back, check it. Check your granny's cupboard. Your granny always has a bottle of Advocaat in the house somewhere. Anyway, folks, I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. I'm on the fence about this one.